Trying to put it on your back for 5 seconds.
You realize there is a force, a kind of force you cannot avoid. It's like a shadow falling. But I have prepared. I have developed a stronger body condition.
Passport. Where do you travel to?
To Hong Kong.
What is your business in Hong Kong?
Ah.
You are not allowed to leave because your travel may damage state security.
This is it. This is it. This is it. It used to be you're not allowed to leave because you're a counter-revolutionary.
You are not allowed to leave because your travel may endanger state security.
Tell me why. Why? Why do I?
Come with me.
Where?
Come with me, have a little chat.
No.
Don't fuss. Don't demean yourself.
Demean!
the water, nor melons leave the vine. The revolution's masses need the party, Miles thought will forever shine.
Take off the cuffs. Stand up. Take off the hood. You, prisoner, take off the hood.
Where
Silence!
What is
Silence!
Why did
Silence!
They're going to beat me. They are. They always do, prisoners. Into a pulp. Pulp.
Prisoner, remove your belt. Search the prisoner.
You searched me in the van. You know I have nothing. This is ridiculous.
Shut up, follow instructions. Sit.
What?
Don't question instructions. Put your hands on your knees. Palms down. Head straight ahead. Do not look at your guards.
Will I be beaten? Oh, you play Super Mario.
Shut up!
Do not look at us!
Hands flat!
8 hours later. This is necessary. Why this? Why this, sir?
Who are you?
You know who I am. You took my passport. You arrested me.
Trust me, I have no idea who you are.
You're going to interrogate me and you've no idea who I am.
Why? Do you see yourself as an important person?
This must be a well-planned operation from a high level.
Oh, why do you think that?
I assume it must be.
Why? Because you're an important person.
No, I can't believe you don't know anything about me.
It's procedure.
Not to know anything about the person you're questioning.
All that matters is who did you kill?
What?
Confess now why you killed them.
Killed?
You're a murderer, confess!
I haven't killed anyone! Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Who are you?
You don't ask questions. I asked questions.
No, respectfully, please. What is your job?
Beijing Police Murder Squad. Who did you kill?
No. This is all wrong. I must speak to someone in authority.
I am all the authority you get. Describe your crime. What was the weapon?
This is some kind of grotesque error. Please, look at my file. My name is WEIWEI'S. I'm an artist.
A what?
An artist.
You think this is some kind of theatre, all to do with you? It's not. This is every day. This is ordinary. You may be quite well known, but I don't know you at all. Shut up!
Please, can I have a drink of water? I really could do with a drink.
We will get you water, but first we have to boil it and then let it cool down.
Why?
Health and safety.
What do you do?
No talking!
1 hour later. I need to go to the bathroom.
Are you messing with us? If you are, don't.
No, I have to go.
You went this morning, we logged it.
It's the end of a long day.
Prisoners think that they can mess with us by saying that they have to go. Don't try it, you will be sorry.
They call for water, they say they have to go. We'll know all the tricks.
It's a call of nature. Comrades, let a man have a common piss.
Strike down, and the party elements count the revolution as you will hang. Mao Zedong is our demon exposing mirror. Counter revolution's black art. For us, you owe no terror. Demons, ghosts, you won't escape. Reactionary force must be attacked, and smashed.
In the lavatory, there's a window boarded up, but there's a crack I can see through. The mountains around Beijing. So I'm in Beijing, not on Mars. 2 days later.
I went on the internet check about you, though it's not officially required.
I've been put into a machine, haven't I? An old machine that just processes people.
I told you, don't be dramatic. This is ordinary life.
Not for me.
We do this all day. Get used to it.
Those are printouts about me from the net.
Wait. What I don't understand is, what is your profession?
I told you I'm an artist.
Artist! How do you call yourself that?
I create art.
That's so arrogant.
What should I call myself?
The most would be art worker.
No, I'm an artist.
Write down profession art worker.
No, I'm not an art worker. I'm an artist.
Everyone's a worker. Even Chairman Mao was a worker. My work is to say this to you. Your work is to be a prisoner and answer correctly.
I have answered correctly. I'm an artist.
You're not! You're not even an art worker! You're a hooligan.
Hooligan? You're gonna beat me?
There are serious allegations against you.
What allegations?
Firstly, the subversion of state power. Secondly, economic crimes.
What economic crimes?
You are lying to the public.
I never do that. Try to tell the truth with my art.
No, what you do is a big lie.
Why? Why'd you say that?
Your art costs sod all to make, then you flog it for a fortune.
Think. How should I answer these questions? Be silent when I may face violence? Stories from others taken away. Be silent and will they really get mad? What to do? Wait a minute. What we need here is some basic communication here. You don't understand.
What's to understand? You make cheap rubbish, call it art, and sell it at high prices. You're a swindler.
Bicycles bolted together, piled up in a heap. What was all that about?
You're a fraud.
A con man.
Right. Go. First, the price of an artwork is not decided by me. It's decided by galleries who take my work.
All con men.
It's a marketplace.
Foreign con men.
I don't make a lot of work and lots of people want to buy it, so the prices are high.
No, you up the prices because you are a con man.
It's market forces. Like we have here now. The party allows market forces.
It's not for a con man to say what the Communist Party of China allows or does not allow. Con man.
Con man.
Con man.
You nail old chairs together, throw them into a room, call the mess you've made of perfectly good furniture art, and sell it for thousands of dollars. You're a swindler.
Con man.
Don't panic. The price of my work is absolutely too high.
You admit it.
Then say it. I am a con man.
Breathe. I admit I'm very ashamed of my prices, but they're not in my control. I'm not involved at all. And like most artists for years, I couldn't sell a thing. I just gave my work away.
No, you lie to the public.
You con them.
Tell me how I do that.
Fairly.
What?
That fairy nonsense.
Garbage.
You mean fairy tale?
Nonsense.
It was an artwork.
You've got a German art gallery to pay for 1,000 Chinese citizens to be flown to something called the Castle Biennale. You dressed them in clothes you designed. and flew in 1,000 chairs for them to sit on. Qing period chairs. Then they roamed around the city for 3 months and went home again. How is that an artwork?
Garbage and nonsense.
People wandering around a foreign city, that's not art.
But I'm wandering around this room. Am I art?
The art is in what happened to those people's spirits, their personalities. It's a changing consciousness that interests me. That's true creativity in how people change.
Garbage on heaps of garbage. All you're trying to do is get money.
You turn yourself into one big advertisement.
Big advertisement for yourself to make money.
That's why you criticise the government.
The con man in you.
It's all for publicity.
Yeah, it's all me with you. Look at me, way.
They love all that in the West.
Individualism.
But I'm successful anyway. Why would I risk my life attacking the government just for publicity I don't need?
You always attack the government, the Communist Party, their policies. You are so brutally, ruthlessly doing that all the time.
And now you're going to have to pay for your crime.
They don't know anything about me. They don't know anything about art. This can't be real. Yeah, it's real, but it's ironic. I'm stuck. They're stuck. Come on, guys, this isn't a professional way to deal with this. Say that to them. Can I? Dare I? The schools, the Sichuan earthquake, the schools that collapsed, the work I made about that, why don't you ask? I launched a citizens' investigation. Well, no one else was talking about it, why don't you ask? School bags, I photographed school bags in the rubble of the collapsed buildings.
You're a bigamist.
Excuse me?
You're in a double marriage.
Talk about what's real. Talk about Sichuan. School buildings. The locals called them tofu buildings, made of tofu, bad materials, corrupt officials. They ignored regulations. The earth shook, walls wobbled, melted to rubble, killing thousands of kids.
Bigamist.
You got a tart on the side.
Not so high-minded.
We collected 5,212 names of the children killed, yes? Yes? I posted them on my blog. I made an artwork, a wall of thousands of school bags.
Tart on the side. She's had your kid.
Immoral.
Dirty bastard.
This isn't reality. Yeah? The Sichuan work I made, the kids buried alive in the school buildings, that's what's real. Why don't you question me about that? Or my studio in Shanghai. The authorities asked me to build it, said it was a national treasure. Then they said it wasn't, knocked it down. Why don't you question me about that?
Arms down, look straight ahead.
Hours, hours, days, days, and
Tell us a joke.
I'm very sorry. If I'd known I was going to be arrested, I'd have memorized 200 jokes.
Con man.
I,
Swindler.
I,
Liar.
I,
Bigamist. Art. Why should the public believe you, artiste? Won't call yourself worker?
Next day.
Con man. Why should the public believe in you, swindler?
Liar.
Bigamist. Art. Why should the public believe you? Arty, arty, farty.
Won't call yourself worker.
Oh no, worker not good enough for Mr. Arty.
Old chairs.
Load of garbage.
Me, that's you.
Con man.
Heaps of bikes, old chairs.
Money, money, money.
Con.
Con.
All you can do now is admit your crimes against the state.
Admit you have damaged state security.
There's no way out. You have to admit the crime.
What crimes? What crimes? Why won't you say exactly what the crimes are? Admit what? What? What?
No slouching. Sit up.
Next day.
Con man.
I'm
Swindler.
I am
Liar.
Bigamist.
I am
Art.
Why should the public believe you?
Artiste.
Won't call yourself worker.
Next day. Con man. Swindler. Liar.
Bigamist.
All this so-called art, parson stuff.
Why should the public believe you?
Artiste.
Won't call yourself worker.
Oh no, worker not good enough for the artiste.
Old chairs, bikes.
Loads of it.
Door, me.
Con man.
Fraud.
Money, money, money.
Con.
Next day. Next day. Next day.
All you can do now is admit your crimes against the state.
What? Admit you have damaged state security.
There's no way out. You have to admit the crime.
Have to.
Have to.
Have to.
Admit.
Have to.
But what? What? Admit what? What?
All this talk of art, I'll tell you what's art. Beijing hand-pulled noodles.
I make them.
You hand-pull noodles?
You need the right mix of cake flour and plain flour.
You have to be careful with the baking soda. Just a pinch.
You make hand-pulled noodles?
My wife.
I buy them, but fresh, not dry.
Fresh is good. I add a little vegetable oil.
No, that's wrong. Why'd you do that?
It gives elasticity when you knead the dough.
That's not a true Beijing noodle.
Sounds arty. Like you.
Do you blanch your noodles first?
3 to 5 minutes. Then heat the wok. Groundnut oil. Add the garlic, ginger, spring onion, stir for 15 seconds, then add the pork. While the pork is still pink, add rice wine. Yellow bean sauce, dark soy sauce, chili bean sauce, pinch of caster sugar. Drain the noodles, pour the hot sauce over, mix it all up, classic Beijing style.
You can add a garnish of chopped spring onions.
No.
My wife adds chopped spring onion.
Well, that's wrong.
That's a matter of personal taste.
It's very arty. Just like you.
A garnish is genuine Beijing style.
Chili oil for me.
Why do you smoke so much? Look, there are, what, 20 butts in there? You keep smoking like this, I'll be dead before you sentence me.
Oh. You don't smoke. That's your liberty. It's my liberty to smoke. I have to work.
You work hard?
Yes, we work very hard.
How much do you get paid?
$2,000 renminbi a month.
Can you live on that?
No, of course I can't live on that. I'm not rich like you.
We work 24 hours a day, and we have to pay our own phone bills, and we get calls 24 hours a day. It's not fair.
No.
It's not fair, but what can we do?
It's a problem.
A big problem.
Look, Wei. We don't like accusing you.
We are professionals.
We are. And we're not comfortable.
We've got to be very, very harsh, but it's the professional way. You don't have to answer us. You can say, I don't remember.
Right.
And we want to question someone who's really committed a crime. The kind of crime we deal with.
Murders.
Yeah, we do murders. We're murder police, not political.
This is the first time we've done a political crime. And we're not comfortable.
So you don't hate me?
Why should we?
Well, I thought the party would send somebody who really hated me.
That's political. We don't do that. We do murders. Give us a murderer, we'll go with him. And on people like you, this is not our expertise.
Yeah, I do see that.
We've got our integrity.
Yeah, you have.
You do understand that?
I do.
I went to a political trial to see how it works with a political prisoner.
Who was the...
A criminal called Hu Jie.
Hu Jie?
You know him?
Yes, of course. He protested against the treatment of AIDS victims, human rights, freedom of speech, and Tiananmen Square.
What in Tiananmen Square?
Hu Jie, big political hooligan, very troublesome.
The trial was open, but not even the family could go. There were only 20 places, all of them taken by people like me.
Policemen?
Yeah, trying to improve ourselves by learning the system.
So the open trial really is closed. Why did they sentence him to 3.5 years?
That's obvious.
I'm similar to Hu Jie. So why 3.5 years?
To damage him.
Damage?
No one comes out of jail without damage.
Oh.
Wait, we have to tell you, you're to be transferred.
Where?
I can't tell you the details, we're not allowed. But prepare yourself, there are a lot of bad places.
You'll remember your time here and wish you could come back.
Have patience. Be strong and have patience. I never imagined a case could be like yours. I'm sorry.
Guys. What's happening? What's happening?
The paper bark maple.
Yes, Director.
It's a mountain tree, of course, used to altitudes. We'll have to see if it can survive Beijing.
It's very,
Tree-like?
yes.
So, you have an artistic soul, Secretary Wu.
Sadly not. But I try to cultivate one.
It is satisfying to do so.
But first, it's important to know what you like.
Vital. And do you
What?
know what you like?
Absolutely.
You're a fortunate man. Have they moved him
They do so today.
to the army base?
Yes.
It is my hope to see examples of all the trees of China planted here in Zhongnanhai. They will enhance the leadership's compound.
A great project.
Every tree of the motherland.
It will encourage a sense of national...
Or a sense of balance in our thinking. As President Hu Jintao himself has said, to achieve tranquility in society, tranquility must be within us.
Indeed.
What happened?
The interrogators failed in their duty. They will be punished.
Perhaps it is not they who should be blamed.
Comrade Director, I take full responsibility.
Both of us are responsible, though, forgive me, I am interested to know why you put him in the hands of murder policemen.
They are good men. They're proletarian. They know nothing of art or nonsense. They crack the hardest criminals. They were ideal to deliver a shock interrogation.
A shock interrogation about Beijing noodles.
You've read the transcripts.
A summary. Please, put your mind at rest. I think it best that any detailed reports remain for now at my level. After all, the Comrade Premier of the State Council of China has other things to worry about than the lunatic who cuts up old chairs.
Unfortunately, he is more than that.
Do you think so?
He designed a bird's nest and then attacked the games.
Yes, that was rude.
Very rude, unpatriotic, seditious.
But we must keep a sense of proportion. Though I have made the Comrade Premier aware of the case.
as I have the Minister for Political and Legal Affairs Commission. Indeed, Comrade Zhou Yongkang sees this as relating to his concern to stamp out hostile forces.
Hostile forces are the concern of all of us.
Indeed.
Particularly when they're discovered to be making Beijing noodles.
With respect, the interrogators were at a disadvantage.
Beijing police at a disadvantage before a helpless man in a chair.
They could not use their full
You
techniques.
said the interrogation would be harsh and effective.
Your office forbade us to beat him. This hooligan, this so-called artist, he is a bourgeois at heart, gone soft with money and praise of foreigners. A good kicking, and all his art will be like dirt washed away by winter rain.
The aim is a broken soul, not a broken body.
Nothing breaks a soul more than a fracture, too.
Perhaps an increase of harshness.
That would be appropriate.
I understand the army has a unit trained to guard prisoners closely.
Exclusively. They do nothing but night and day.
I suggest they're used and begin again with a new interrogator.
There is a very good man. Very correct. He's flying in from Lhasa today.
My office will need daily reports from now on to stay with me for now.
Nevertheless, perhaps this whole matter should be in the hands of Comrade Zhou Yongkang's state security apparatus.
As it is, though with a political overview from Premier Wen Jiaobao's office. We both, after all, report to higher levels.
Perhaps we should meet with our families,
That would be most pleasant.
as we are to work closely together.
We will arrange it.
So, is it agreed? The prisoner will be beaten.
Break his spirit.
I can instruct the new interrogators to beat him.
He is only an artist. Why can't he paint leaves, pagodas? He used to. Beautiful calligraphy. Just get him to go back to leaves and pagodas.
But comrade,
Blade Runner, like the robots in the movie. Me, robot, 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 robot. Your People's Liberation Army. Where am I? On an army base?
Wait, do not talk to these men.
Where am I?
Here.
Is it an army base?
Here is all you need
Is
to know.
this the bad place?
Wait, you have to be patient. When you need to pee, raise your hand and say, "Sir, I need to pee," or "Sir, I need to crap." And when you're told to sleep, sleep there.
But would you question me?
No.
But we've begun to talk.
Silence, prisoner!
But I... Lying on my back.
Say report! Lying on my back!
Report lying on my back.
Report, sir! Lying on my back!
Report, sir, lying on my back. They're kids. Just kids from the country. Kids with nothing.
Dawn!
Report
report. I need to go to the toilet.
Stand!
Go!
Report, sir. I have finished washing my hands. Can I go? Yes! Sit here. Nothing. Sit. Sit. Nothing. Nothing. Unendurable. Must be endured. You can't! Sit. Sit. Nothing. Nothing.
2 days later.
Right. Admit it.
Admit what?
Right prisoner says, I admit. I admit the sunflower seed art is a scam.
I don't admit that.
Why not? Aren't you pleased with yourself? Dumping millions of worthless seeds on London? Seeds made of clay that can't even grow?
It's what people make of them that matters.
I tell you what this is, my friend. A great big fat international economic scam. A load of little bits of clay all over the floor. How can that be art?
It's art or it's not art. I don't care.
What? You say you're an artist and you don't care about art?
What I care about is providing a new condition for art.
A new condition for you, more dollars, more euros.
No. A new perspective. And from that angle, to see something new.
What view? What angle?
A way of seeing the world in a new way.
This is gibberish.
No.
Pretentious, arty nonsense.
No, but it's not logical, not practical. This kind of art deals with people's lives directly. It intervenes in life. Creativity is the power to reject the past, change the status quo, seek new potential.
And how can a load of grey sunflower seeds piled up in a room do that? Art must be beautiful. What's beautiful about your crap?
The beauty is in people.
What do you know of the people? The masses. I tell you what the masses want from art workers. A good picture. A tree that looks like a tree. Mountain. Woman. Something uplifting. Not a load of little bits of clay. Smashed up furniture in a room. People wandering about a foreign city.
You're talking about the classical view of art.
I am, and you piss all over it. And it's more than being a con man. You insult China.
But how do I then?
You insult the party.
But how?
With this. In Tiananmen Square, holding up your hand in a gesture to Mao's portrait over the gate of heavenly peace. You're giving the finger to the great helmsman.
No, that's just part of a larger work called Studies in Perspective.
Don't take the piss, Weiwei. I may not be as rich as you, I may not be as clever, but I know when the piss is being taken.
I'm not clever than you. We're all as clever as each other. That photograph is one of a series. There's one in front of St. Mark's in Venice. There's one in front of the Colosseum in Rome. There's one in Paris, in front of the Eiffel Tower. There's even one in Washington, in front of the White House. It's how artists judge perspective in paintings. And the point I'm making is, it doesn't work anymore. The classical view of art is very limited. Can't cope with today's life, or today's understanding of ourselves, or our universe. And art must cope with our life. All of it. Even this, you, me, in this room. Else, what is it? Meaningless pretty trees, pictures that mean nothing, and I want art that means everything.
You're a con man.
Please understand. You can understand. Everyone can understand. I need to go to the toilet. Stand! Go!
2 weeks later. There is a technique.
Look front, report! Report, sir, looking front. Talk that don't move your lips. Cameras that no audio. Right. Don't look at us.
Right.
We don't look at each other.
Right.
Not for a second.
Right. How are you today?
Today, I feel sad.
Why do you feel sad?
My mentor has died.
Mentor? These are farmers' sons. Farmers' sons. How does he have a mentor? Who's your mentor?
Osama bin Laden.
And Laden is dead.
Americans killed him.
The world out there, and bin Laden dead in it. He's not your mentor.
I hate Americans.
Prisoner, exercise now! Report! Report, sir. Exercising now. Don't fall over. I won't fall over. Fall over and we will go to jail. I won't fall over. How's army life?
Fucking awful!
Don't just think about you!
No, think about us.
The army is a big mistake for me.
And for me.
My mistake.
We're still young.
No criminal record.
And we're as much a prisoner as you.
I joined for the uniforms.
You sleep. We have to stand at attention lying in your bed.
The uniforms look great in films.
You shit. You take a shower.
We have to stand there.
We didn't do a crime.
No, you farmers' sons. We joined because life was hard.
Good life, but it's not.
The training's too hard.
We get bad bones.
I'm sorry for you.
We're sorry for you.
What's your crime? Art. Is art bad? Very often.
We want to know things.
No, you can't.
The training stops you.
It stops you from knowing things. I've no belt. Can I get some stitches in my trousers?
We must check.
Report to our leader.
So no.
No. Right.
Cuff him in the chair and dismiss.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
You blogged.
Yes.
You attacked the Communist Party of China.
I wrote many things on my blog before you closed it down.
But you fouled the water. What you wrote has been read. This government is the most unreliable, unacceptable government. What does that mean?
It means what it means.
When you say this government, what government do you mean?
Careful. Be careful. Struggle in your mind to be careful. That's just the article. I wrote it that way. You just have to read the article.
Why are you being so timid? Are you scared of us? You always say you are very open. Why can't you say very clearly what you mean by this government?
If you don't understand the article, give it right here. I'll rewrite it for you now.
Don't be clever with me! You are a pornographer and a criminal!
Why do you suddenly say I'm a pornographer?
I've researched what you call your art. I've seen the filthy nude photos you took.
Nude images are as old as art itself.
So is pornography.
The nude in art is about our humanity. The photos were about our humanity.
You photographed your wife in Tiananmen Square, lifting up her skirt.
That's just fun.
Fun? Your wife showing her knickers? Little knickers, too. You like me looking at your wife's little knickers? Like men looking? It's porn. It's publicity all over the internet.
It's life. Life.
Porn and politics, your rubbish art. It's all the same to you. Just a con to make money.
Why do you keep going back to the money? If you have the evidence against me, why do we go through this? Why don't you just throw me away?
We can. We will. If you don't admit your crime.
But what? The crimes? What crimes?
We've watched you for 1 year, you know. We have 21 accounts of close engagement.
Close.
Meetings with hostile forces, enemies of the state, Chinese and foreign.
So why suddenly arrest me now? Who has decided?
Read that. You blogged that.
Yes, but...
Do you wonder why your blog was closed down?
It's free expression.
It's state subversion. It attacks the Communist Party of China.
Yes, but what I
You
mean...
curse the party! The sentence underlined. Read it. Read.
Fuck your mother, the Communist Party.
Again.
Fuck your mother, the Communist Party.
Again.
Fuck your mother, the Communist Party.
Again.
Blogs are satire. I wrote fast in heat.
Again.
It's the net, it's freedom. Why can I not write what I want? Why not? I'm human.
Again.
Fuck your mother, the Communist Party. Fuck you. Fuck you all. 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 Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking fuck you. Fuck you all. Fuck you.
Yes. Yes. There we have it. Yes. That's it.
You say I'm a hooligan, but you created me. Can you see that?
Nevertheless, Ai Weiwei, the blog is clear evidence of state subversion.
It was in the moment. You can do that. Live in the moment. You can if you're free.
Gibberish. But I think you are a little bit shocked. Only 3 people have ever been accused of subverting state power. You know who they are? Name them. Say the names of these criminals whom you so admire.
Liu Xiaobo, critic and writer.
Correct. And?
Gao Qisong, human rights lawyer, defended Christians.
Correct. And?
Hu Jia, agitated for action on HIV and AIDS, helped organize peasants to protest against land grabs.
And you know what happened to them.
Yeah, of course.
So tell me.
What good does this do?
Tell me.
Liu Xiaobo is serving 11.5 years. Gao Qisong has disappeared. His brother thinks he's in Shaya jail in Xinjiang. Hu Jie is serving 3.5 years. His health's ruined. He's probably dying.
Yes. 3, guilty of subverting state power. And you are number 4. And everything we did to them, we will do to you.
It is necessary to investigate both the facts and history of a problem in order to study and understand it.
What?
Marxist dialectical materialism, which demonstrates the constant struggle between opposites in an empirical setting, is the best method toward constant improvement. Objective analysis of problems based on empirical results is at a premium.
What are you talking about?
I'm quoting Mao in his little red book. He's right. Analyze China's problems, find a way forward, improve.
You know so much more than we do. It's so sad. Wait. You won't survive what they do to you in prison. 2 years, and even if you're not dead, your mind will have gone. You will be destroyed.
Music.
It's Mozart.
Ah.
It encourages contemplation amongst the trees. Can you see the speakers?
No.
Look at that tree stump. It's artificial. It contains a speaker. There are other stumps that give the quadraphonic stereo effect. It's an innovation of the National Tourist Administration. It plays Chinese music in woods for foreigners.
It's not playing Chinese music for us.
You object to Mozart?
A personal failing. I find Western music just jangly noise.
The Ministry of Education encourages children from primary school age to play Western violin music. The violins are made in China.
An excellent program. Director, you have the latest reports?
Yes,
We can be confident that there will be a full confession.
it is encouraging.
When he signs the confession, then we can proceed to an arrest and then a trial.
We have that option.
Surely we have a duty to proceed to a trial.
Certainly we do. If the trial and imprisonment of this individual is advantageous to the government and party.
Which it surely is.
I agree. It could well be. Though there are factors.
Factors.
Checks and balances to consider to achieve the most harmonious result.
Can we possibly not have this music?
Of course, if you find it disturbing.
I apologize.
There is nothing to apologize for.
The trees are enough. Thank you. Director, this so-called artist, he is a manipulator of social media.
He has a hooligan instinct to invent ways of making trouble, yes.
These so-called blogs, they are anti-state provocations.
He has all but admitted his blogs are criminal.
Well, we've blocked his blogs, but tweets are technically beyond our control. We cannot stop them being sent, we cannot stop them being read.
We can read them.
Yes, but we must never forget what happened in February. The tweets on Weibo.
from anonymous sources calling for a Jasmine revolution.
That was a concern.
Incitement to riot at the Beijing Wangfujing McDonald's.
Not to riot. Not to riot, exactly. Didn't the Weibo tweets call for people simply to turn up and walk?
It was highly provocative.
People walking?
We must never forget what happened in the Soviet Union. That started with people walking in East Berlin.
Or out of East Berlin.
The Soviet Union's failure must be always in our thoughts.
We all agree the collapse of that form of socialism is a terrible warning.
And we in the Ministry of State Security have studied how collapse happens.
And Premier Wen Jiabao has paid close attention to your analysis.
It is a security nightmare. How do you police a symbolic act? Tunisia. An unstable student douses himself in petrol. Social media flash the image of the boy burning, and the government falls. The Egyptian president flees, and fanatics tear Syria apart. And the Arab world is condemned to future decades of death and suffering, all started by one unstable kid clicking a cigarette lighter with a shout of freedom. And it can happen here. The collapse of everything. Chaos. One small crack, like in a great dam. The tiniest crack, and then bang! A torrent, China wrecked, millions dead. The banditry of 2,000 years ago returned. It is our responsibility to guard the lives and well-being of our people by repressing lunatics like this so-called artist.
I agree.
And his art, it is rude, it is inappropriate, it is bad for China.
Yes, he must be repressed or diffused.
Not the same thing.
No? How many turned up for the walking protest at the Wangfujing McDonald's?
Not many.
Perhaps 3 dozen? How many police were there?
I believe there was an adequate force.
2,000. Armed. And several hundred Western journalists and the American ambassador. I believe he wore a leather jacket to look streetwise.
What is your point?
Overreaction. If we're heavy-handed, we could trigger the very thing we're trying to prevent.
Not if you are consistent. Not if you are thorough.
Secretary Wu, has it occurred to you in the Ministry of State Security, or indeed to Comrade Zhou Yongkang himself, that in the case of Ai Weiwei, the incendiary incident we're trying to prevent may not be a blog from him or cut-up furniture thrown on the floor or sunflower seeds? The most dangerous symbol could be Ai Weiwei in jail. His greatest work, his own imprisonment.
This thinking is from the Premier's office?
No.
The President's office?
Not his office.
Ah, I see.
There have been representations from the family.
They are to be expected.
There has been a meeting.
A meeting? With the family?
It was appropriate. Ai Weiwei's father, Ai Qing, was an honored party member and revolutionary poet.
Never rated him myself, but...
Premier Wen Jiabao has been rereading him.
Ah. Well.
As a small child, Ai Weiwei witnessed his father's humiliation. Exiled, forced to clean toilets. The family suffered greatly.
Yes. But the meeting, at what level was it?
With me.
You have met the family. A pleasant occasion?
Family memories were shared. The German Chancellor Merkel has protested in a letter sent directly to President Hu Jintao about the arrest of Ai Weiwei.
I'm not aware of that.
You will be.
Comrade Zhou Yongkang is not aware of that.
He will be at any moment. There'll be much publicity in the Western press. We've also received a letter from the British Foreign Secretary, William Hague.
Merkel, Hague, two street dogs, capitalist cynics. What do they care about art? They do this to damage China.
Absolutely. So, a decision has been made.
Because of the EU summit in Berlin.
Absolutely, yes. Why should our president have to fend off endless questions about so-called human rights abuses? We need to discuss cooperation with German industry, not sunflower seeds.
Forgive me.
Of course.
Forgive me.
Perhaps a doctor.
No need. A complaint from my youth.
Was your family exiled or jailed?
Jailed. And yours?
Exiled. Mongolian border, digging ditches along which water never flowed.
We can't just release him. The party cannot be seen to be defeated by this pornographer.
Soft power, comrade. That's the line. Tie him up in legal matters.
Tax. We can do him for tax. Now people won't like that.
Let him wear tight shoes. Diminish him. Make him small, ridiculous. Why didn't the Jasmine Revolution happen? Because the people don't like dissidents. As long as they're reasonably happy, they will just live their lives, and we can make them happy. We can know their concerns and desires. We can listen to their tweets.
One day, though, we will have to open fire.
Then we will. My wife and I would like to invite you for dinner next Thursday.
That is very kind of you, Chairman.
Not at all, Wulong.
you.
Yeah. I could say it's a pleasure to see you again. Wait. You're looking at 10 years in jail.
More.
You won't survive.
I've warned him. So don't be optimistic about your situation.
You'll be very sorry if you are.
What is the question? This isn't even interrogation anymore. Why do you keep saying these things?
We found out what you are.
Yeah? What am I?
You are a Dadaist.
What?
You are a Dadaist.
You are close to Dada.
We have been studying. Marcel Duchamp's urinal.
Found object art.
Undermining the bourgeois concept of originality.
Like your chairs.
Not bad. You're a little closer.
You attack art itself.
No, the art itself doesn't matter.
Not for you, because you are only interested in how the art is viewed.
The beauty is in the minds of the viewers.
Yes! Yes!
Talking to you, we've changed our view of art.
Good. May I compliment you? You're both fast learners.
We are Chinese, like you. We want to improve ourselves.
Yes.
So now admit your crimes, then we can be friends.
You have to admit the crimes.
But this is not a court. I haven't been charged. Why do I have to?
You have to. Trust me.
If you don't, you'll never see us again. You'll never come back.
No more chats about art with us. 10 years jail, hard labour.
You won't survive.
You'll disappear. No one will know what happened to you, ever.
If you want to see one person before you disappear, who would that be?
One person. I don't know. My mother?
Your mother. You want her not to see you again.
So just admit.
But what?
Just admit.
What? What?
That you violated tax law.
Tax? What do you mean?
You violated tax laws.
Uh-huh.
You'll have to pay up.
Well, how much?
You just have to admit, trust me.
Look, I don't know anything about tax law. I don't know whether it's legal to have a child with a girlfriend. What's the law? I don't know, so how can I admit?
Trust me, if you haven't violated the law, I won't arrest
You have arrested me.
Technically, not yet.
So, we can let you go at any time.
Go.
We've only been talking to you for 81 days, Wei. The process has hardly begun.
Absolutely.
You did a lot of bad things, but you're not a bad guy.
Absolutely. So, it's in your best interest not to let things go further.
The process is important. If I asked you to say you killed someone, and you say you killed someone, you think I can arrest you just like that? There have to be some facts.
So just admit, then you can go.
Go.
We'll give you bail.
Go.
Yes.
Free to go.
Okay. Oh, is this what? What can I admit? Okay. If I've violated tax law, if it's been proved that I have, then I should be punished. That's all I admit. If I've done wrong, then fine, go ahead, punish me.
Good. You'll have to sign that the interrogation record is accurate.
You can correct your replies if you wish.
When you've signed, collect your things.
Where do I go?
You go home.
My things, the clothes I had in the airport. Yes.
Mr. Ai Weiwei, I admire you.
This pot, burial urn, it's from the Han Dynasty, 4,000 years old. A thing of beauty. I'm sorry, I can't speak now. Bail terms of my release, I must honour the terms. I must not go on the internet, not meet foreign press, not criticize the Chinese government in any form, not sign any papers or petitions to join human rights causes, not meet anyone involved in such causes. The thing of beauty. They say sign or you will not get out. Of course I wanted to come out because every second in there is torture. Every second. So I sign. But there are a lot of people who haven't been released. They're in very extreme conditions. So I'm very grateful to people who have thrown money over my wall into the compound of my house, money to pay my tax. I'm very grateful. They I've lost weight. I'm a little judded, is that the word? They are arrogant. They have stolen their authority. They believe it can alter the truth. They believe it can change people's will. My trousers don't fit, isn't that funny? My housekeeper gave me a belt. At the same time, these people, they're fragile, paranoid. Deep down, They've lost hope in themselves. They believe that one dissenting voice can bring down their mighty fall. They know if there was ever a ballot, no one would vote for them. They dare not let. They dare not let the voice of the people be heard. They don't allow us to listen to each other, to discover that like-minded people to us even exist. They won't be like that. All your pain and despair exclusively kept to you, not shared. And then you're no threat. And it doesn't matter if you can think or not. I used to believe in the pure beauty of things. I was an architect. I longed for the ideal form, but then I woke up. I saw the death in classical art, the party lights, its total inadequacy to describe the world we live in, to express what we feel. That's how they want human beings. Perfectly formed. And the world outside is whatever they tell you. Live the eternal present and you will be happy. They're selling you out and you don't feel the sting. Your ignorance and your silence is the price you pay for the security of your lifestyle. Why not? Why not? Peace, harmony, and shopping. But you cannot see or hear. You know absolutely nothing. Even if you know, you're unable to speak out. You speak out and then you'll disappear. Doesn't matter if you're suffering, joyous, melancholy, full of great thoughts about nature, humanity, the universe. You could be a wonderful person inside, but if you don't desire to change, then all you are is a perfect living slave. Oh, eat, drink, bear sons and daughters, abide by the law, pay your taxes. You're supporting a horde of corrupt officials who regard you with contempt. You're just part of a flatulent mass. You think you're awake. You're not. You're walking, but you're dead. But it's best you not think about it. It's all too complicated. Better not think. Better not be awake. Better for harmony. And never underestimate them. Never underestimate the elite. And believe this. This from China. Without individual voices, or the free exchange of information, there can be no common interest for humanity. You cannot exist. The people, the proletariat, the country cannot really exist. Authentic social transformation can never be achieved because the first step in social transformation is the power to regain freedom of speech. A society lacking in freedom of speech is a dark, bottomless pit. When it's this dark, everything begins to look bright. Bright. And in the now. And harmonious. Forever bright. In the dark. A thing of beauty. So.